The next semiconductor 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 the energy diagram for semiconductor. This is the energy in semiconductor. Valence band is fulfilled and conduction band is empty. Fulfill valence band and empty conduction band. Empty, this is the valence band and this is the conduction band, and there is a energy gap between valence band and conduction band. For germanium, this energy gap is 0.7 electron volt, and for silicon it is 1.1 electron volts. Means this energy gap is greater than 0.7 electron volt or 1.1 electron volt for germanium and silicon. Below this electron cannot go from valence band to conduction band. At 0 degree centigrade, 0 degree Kelvin, at 0 degree Kelvin, valence band is fulfilled and conduction band is empty. This valence electron does not crosses this energy gap and they do not conduct the electric current at 0 degree Kelvin. But at the room temperature, at absolute room temperature, the some valence electron crosses this energy gap and goes into the conduction band and conducts the electricity. But in semiconductor, the conductivity depends upon the temperature. As we increase the temperature, conductivity of the semiconductor increases. But in conductor, the conductivity decreases by increasing the temperature. That's why semiconductor, the resistance of the semiconductor material decreases as temperature increases, and in conductor resistance increases by increasing the temperature. Depending upon the energy gaps, solids are classified into conductor, insulator and semiconductor, and depending upon the energy band diagram, the conductor, insulator and semiconductor are classified into the 3 groups. Next point, the semiconductor are of 2 types. Semiconductor are of 2 types. Semiconductor are classified into the 2 subgroups. First is intrinsic semiconductor and second extrinsic semiconductor. So what is mean by intrinsic semiconductor? The pure type of semiconductor having ideal crystal structure are called the intrinsic semiconductor or pure type of semiconductor. Intrinsic semiconductor are the germanium, silicon or carbon. Germanium, silicon and carbon are the intrinsic semiconductor. And what is mean by extrinsic semiconductor? Doped type of semiconductor. Doped type of semiconductor or impure type of semiconductor are called extrinsic semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor. Doped type or impure type of semiconductor are called intrinsic semiconductor. First, we study the intrinsic semiconductor. The intrinsic semiconductor are germanium, silicon and carbon. The germanium, silicon and carbon belongs to the 14th group of periodic table. It means that in germanium, silicon and carbon having the 4 valence electron, means valency of germanium, silicon and carbon is 4. In its outermost orbit having the 4 electrons. These intrinsic semiconductor, germanium, silicon are the pure type of semiconductor. Their conductivity is very small. That's why they are not practically used. Germanium and silicon are not practically used because their conductivity cannot be increased. The germanium having the 4 electrons in its outermost orbit, the germanium, and it forms the 4 covalent bond with the neighboring germanium atom. This is the germanium. Four strong covalent bond with the 4 neighboring germanium atoms. There is no free electrons for the conduction, but due to the thermal vibration, some bonds can be break like this. Suppose this is the valence band and this is the conduction band. This is the conduction band and this is the valence band. The valence band is fulfilled. Valence band is fulfilled, but there are the number of electrons and conduction band is empty. But when we use the heat at room temperature, some bond get break and there is a creation of holes and electron pair. Means this electron goes from valence band to conduction band and there is a creation of holes and electron pair. Suppose this electron goes into the conduction band and there is a creation of hole and there is a creation of electron. When electron goes from valence to conduction band, there is a creation of electron hole pairs. In this way, there is a creation of holes. Due to the transition of electron from valence band to conduction band, but their conductivity is very small. The germanium silicon, the germanium is having the more conductivity than silicon than carbon, because the germanium in carbon the outermost electron in the second orbit. In silicon, outermost electron are the valence electron in the third orbit, and in germanium the electrons are in the fourth orbits. Therefore electrons in germanium are in outermost orbit are weakly bounded than that of the carbon and silicon. That's why the carbon does not, in carbon the outermost valence electron which are bounded to the nucleus, which are strongly bounded to the nucleus than that of the germanium silicon. Therefore, the conductivity of the germanium is greater than the silicon, and conductivity of silicon is greater than the conductivity of carbon. This is the type of the semiconductor or the intrinsic semiconductor, but their conductivity cannot be increased. The next type of semiconductor is called the extrinsic semiconductor or Doppler type of semiconductor or impure type of semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor. Extrinsic semiconductor. What is meant by extrinsic semiconductor? The Doppler type of semiconductor are called extrinsic semiconductor, or impure type of semiconductor are called extrinsic semiconductor. The extrinsic semiconductor, the small amount of impurities which are added into the pure type of semiconductor like germanium and silicon. The trivalent or pentavalent impurity which are added to the germanium crystal. This process is called the doping process. The process of adding the impurities. Process of adding the impurities into the germanium crystal or silicon crystal is called the doping process. Doping means process of adding the impurities into the pure type of semiconductor, germanium or silicon. What is meant by trivalent impurity? The impurity atom which having the valency 3 are called the trivalent impurity, or impurity atom having the valency 5 are called the pentavalent impurity. The aluminium is the aluminium having the 3 electron in its outermost orbit. When aluminium which is doped with the pure germanium or silicon, there is a formation of extrinsic semiconductor. Therefore, extrinsic semiconductor are of 2 types. First, p-type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor. And second, n-type semiconductor. N-type semiconductor. So what is meant by p-type semiconductor? The positive type of semiconductor. Positive type of semiconductor are called the p-type semiconductor, and negative type of semiconductor are called the n-type semiconductor. Means in p-type semiconductor, major charge carriers are the holes, and in n-type semiconductor, major charge carriers are the electrons. Means in p-type semiconductor, the conductivity is due to the holes, and in n-type semiconductor, the conductivity is due to the electrons. The p-type semiconductor can be formed by adding the trivalent impurity into the pure type of semiconductor. How p-type semiconductor can be formed? Like this, when trivalent impurity like aluminium having the 3 electrons in its outermost orbit. These 3 electrons, due to the sharing, it forms the 3 strong covalent bond with the neighboring germanium or silicon atom. Germanium or silicon atom. Current germanium having the 4 electrons in its outermost orbit or valence. Therefore, due to the sharing of germanium and aluminum, there is a formation of 3 strong covalent bond, and there is a deficiency of 1 electron. there is a deficiency of one electron to complete the fourth bond, and there is a creation of holes, which is called the acceptor impurity. There is a creation of hole. Holes are the major charge carriers in the p-type semiconductor. Means this aluminum having the 3 electrons. This 3 electron, due to the sharing, there is a formation of 3 strong covalent bond. There is a deficiency of 1 electron, and there is a creation of holes, and the conductivity in p-type semiconductor is due to the holes. So it is called the positive types of semiconductor. By adding this type of this type of small amount of impurity, the conductivity of the semiconductor can be increased, and this doping level is per million parts can be added to the pure type of semiconductor. Then what is meant by the formation of n-type semiconductor? Second, n-type of semiconductor. N-type of semiconductor. The pentavalent impurity like phosphorus, arsenic or antimony, which is DOF with the germanium silicon. This antimony is doped with the germanium or silicon. This phosphorus having the 5 electrons in its outermost orbit. Out of these 5 electrons, 4 electrons by the sharing there is a formation of 4 strong covalent bond. There is a formation of 4 due to the sharing of electron by the phosphorus. There is a formation of 4 strong covalent bond and 1 excess electron. This is the electron. Means one atom is dropped, 1 free electron is created. In this way, the millions of the atoms which are dropped into the pure type of semiconductor, the millions of the electrons are created, and their conductivity is due to the electrons. So it is called the n-type of semiconductor. Means p-type semiconductor conductivity is due to the hole, and in n-type semiconductor the conductivity due to the electron. Means the current in p-type semiconductor are due to the holes, and current in n-type semiconductor are due to the electrons. Means this Doppler type or extrinsic type of semiconductor which are practically used in various purpose. Now next point we study the p-n junction. What is mean by p-n junction? What is mean by p-n junction? P-n junction. What is mean by p-n junction? When half part of the semiconductor is doped with the trivalent impurity and half part of the semiconductor is doped with the pentavalent impurities, and there is a formation of one layer between them due to the diffusion of electrons and hole, which is called the p-n junction. Like this p-n junction, the half part, there are the holes, and half part there is the electrons. This electron crosses, this electron goes to the goes towards the holes, and holes goes toward the electron. There is a formation of ions, means the negative ions are formed on the p type and positive ions are formed to the n side, and there is a formation of one layer which is called p-n junction. That layer is called this is the depulsion layer, thin layer of charge, thin layer of the ions which are formed between the p and n type semiconductor. That layer is called the p-n junction. P-n junction, or which is also known as the depulsion layer. Depulsion layer, and at ordinary temperature this depulsion layer cannot be crossed by the holes and electron. This p-n junction, it is also called as the diode. It means that there is a formation of layer of ions, and this ion does not allows to pass the holes from the p type and electrons from the n type, this layer, and that layer is called the depulsion layer. The width of the depulsion layer is generally 0.5 micrometer to width of depulsion layer. 0.5 micrometer to 1 micrometer. It is also has a diode, which is known as the diode. It having the two electrode P and N. This is the p-n junction diode. P-n junction diode. The p-n junction diode p-n junction diode which are used for p-n junction, forward bias p-n junction or reverse bias p-n junction. So what is mean by forward bias p-n junction? Forward bias p-n junction. P-n junction. Forward bias p-n junction. So what is meant by forward bias p-n junction? When positive type of semiconductor, so p-type semiconductor, and this is the p-type semiconductor which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and p-type semiconductor which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and n-type semiconductor is connected to the negative terminal of battery. Are called forward bias p-n junction. In forward bias p-n junction, width of the depulsion layer decreases because the holes from the p-type which are pushed towards the thin layer, thin depulsion layer, and electrons from the n-type which are pushed towards the thin layer, and the width of the depulsion layer decreases, and holes from the p-type goes to the n-type, and electrons from the n-type goes to the p-type, and they conduct the electric current, and their conductivity increases by increasing the applied potential. When applied potential is greater than the barrier potential, and they conduct the electric current, which is known as the forward bias. This is the cell or battery. Cell. The current flows from P to N. and width of the deposition layer is decreases. And reverse bias, what is meant by reverse bias? Reverse bias. Reverse bias. Reverse bias p-n junction. Reverse bias p-n junction. So what is meant by reverse bias? The when p-type semiconductor is connected to the negative terminal of the cell or battery, and n-type semiconductor is the p-type semiconductor, n-type semiconductor. These are the holes, positive charges. These are the negative charges. And these are the ions. In this, reverse bias means positive type of semiconductor. This is the positive type semiconductor. P-type semiconductor is connected to the negative terminal of the cell, and n-type semiconductor is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, are called the reverse bias. In a reverse bias, the positive charges which are attracted towards the negative terminal of the cell, and electrons from the n-type semiconductor which are attracted towards the positive terminal of the cell, and width of the deposition layer increases until some electric current can be flows due to the thermal vibration of the electrons, and conductivity is very small. In forward bias, conductivity is more, width of the deposition layer is decreases. This is the forward bias p-n junction, and this is the reverse bias p-n junction. There are the two types of the biasing. Biasing means a connection of external source to the p-n junction, which is called the biasing. And there are the two types of the biasing, forward biasing and reverse biasing. Forward biasing means positive connect करने. It means that p-type is connected to the positive terminal of the cell, and n-type is connected to the negative terminal of the cell. That's why there is a repulsion of the charges toward the layer, and width of the deposition layer decreases. And reverse bias means the p-type positive which is connected to the negative terminal of the cell, and negative which is connected to the positive of the cell. These holes are positive charges which are attracted towards the negative terminal of the cell, and this electron which are attracted towards the positive terminal of the cell, and width of the deposition layer is increases. Width of the deposition layer is increased, and there is a very few current, some micro ampere current can be generated, and in this forward bias the milliampere current can be generated. These are the forward bias and reverse bias p-n junction. These are the two diodes, forward bias and reverse bias p-n junctions. Time झाला का?